Welcome to Third and Long. Today we have a new guest. I've brought him up before. We have Francis in the other room. As most times, we have Madden directing things, and we got me, the host, Zane and Fry. Francis, tell us a little about yourself.
I'm Francis. I'm a senior. I play offensive line. I'm a Giants fan and a Warriors fan.
We're looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, life's not too fun right now as a Giants fan. So
It never really is.
it never is. It really never is.
Let's start off with the Thursday night game.
Okay.
I was shocked that the Jets won.
I really was too because I really like the Texans, mainly because of C.J. Stroud. I really like him.
He is pretty cool. I have him in like multiple fantasy leagues.
Yeah. And I also don't really like the Jets. They're a New York rival. Aaron Rodgers, I don't really like him. I think he's overrated.
But I thought you watched the Pat McAfee show.
I do really like the Pat McAfee show, but
You don't like when he's on there?
Aaron Rodgers is kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of weird. And I just think the Jets are just like they should be so. I don't support the decision to fire Salah.
Yeah.
I think that was a bad move. It was not his fault.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just think they're overrated, overhyped, and I feel like the Texans. I want them to succeed so bad, and I also really like D'Amico Ryans. So
He's pretty cool. So let's move on to let's talk about your Giants. How are we feeling about Daniel Jones? I want to hear it all.
Going into 2022, Daniel Jones. I'm his biggest hater. I hate Daniel Jones. I want to fire him. It's the last year of his contract. Like, it's finally one more year of suffering, and then we're done. Then, we start out 6-2, 7-2. Daniel Jones is playing really well. I'd say at this point he was a top 10 QB in the league, and I don't think that's crazy to say.
I think it's bold, but not crazy.
And then we finished I think 9-6-1 or something, and or 9-7-1. It wasn't a great end of the year, but then we go in the playoff game. He plays so well in that playoff. Like probably the best QB game ever in a playoff game because he had 300 passing yards, over 150 rushing yards, and a few tuds. Like, yeah. And so
I get your point, but that's insane.
you just can't compete with that. And then we signed him to. And then at this point, I'm full on the Daniel Jones train. I'm all for it.
Get it going.
Yeah.
Jump on that bandwagon.
We signed him to a 4-year, $160 million contract, and last year was the first year of that contract, and it didn't look good at all. He looked the Cowboys game 40-0 speaks for itself. I mean, he looked awful. The whole team, frankly, looked really bad. And then from then on, I kind of knew